Welcome to another episode of This Week in Wrestling, presented by Run the Play Wrestling. Now, John, before we get too far into this episode, we have a lot of things to celebrate, okay? Because last episode, we weren't at 100 subscribers. We hit 100 subscribers. Now, John, we have a lot to celebrate because last episode, we weren't at 200 subscribers.
No, sir.
We've hit 200 subscribers. Now, John, last episode, we were not at 500 subscribers. We've hit 500 subscribers. Now, John. Last episode, we were not at 1,000, 1K subs. This week, we hit 1,117 subscribers. So I want to thank all of you guys for showing love on our – what video was it again? The top 15 matches of 2025. That video has over 3,500 views. So thank you guys so much for sticking around, showing love. We've been saying this, bro. I need to zoom this camera back out. This just fucking ruined the moment. We've been saying that people don't have a good wrestling community to go to. There's a lot of wrestling channels, but a lot of them are the same shit recycled. We just keep it fresh. We keep it going. We keep it coming. So I just want to say once again, thank you guys so much for subbing.
Thank you.
All right. Before we get into the episode, I'm going to pause the recording and fix my camera. We're going back now. With that being said, again, thank you guys so much. We had a great week in wrestling, so we're not going to take too much of this intro's time away from you guys. Mm-hmm. Drew McIntyre finally did it, John. He finally did it. Now, this is a story I wanted to see finished in an amazing match. I thought it was amazing.
It was good. It was really good.
Where are you at with this?
You know, did you catch up on the second the false count anywhere? Did you watch? Did you catch up on it yet?
Let me just give context. I was going to a comedy show right after SmackDown, and my homie was like asking me about the tickets. So I'm like, all right, let me throw them on my Apple Wallet. Put them on my Apple Wallet, and I see that they were for 7:30, and I was like, fuck. So the whole no DQ portion of the match, I was trying to figure out my fucking Aries Spears tickets at the Irvine Improv. But I was listening. My brother was in the background. He was geeking out the whole time. So I could assume that part was good. The beginning was good. The end was good to me. I saw a lot of people online hating the finish. I enjoyed it. I think it progressed the storylines. The title's just a prop at the end of the day, you know? So if we get Jacob Fatu in the main event from this, then I think it's a successful reign regardless.
Yeah, I thought the match was great. The Falls Count Anywhere match, I think, was probably one of my favorite parts because it just felt like old school, like what I grew up watching, like brawling through the stands. Cody's like weird, like awkward frog splash off the bleachers onto the table was sick. And the cage match wasn't just like a 3 or 4 minute thing. It was like a legit cage match. Yeah. Like legitimately, like I think they went like 15 minutes in the cage too. I like the finish. It was a swerve because WWE knew they're setting us up for like, oh, distraction finish, Cody wins, BS ending. But then the fact that Jacob Fatu started beating Cody and then Drew, the worst way ever to win a cage match, and that's like the best way too because of his character, crawls out of the ring and just falls out of the cage. I loved it. I like literally, I was in my bed and I stood up for the finish. I was like standing there and I just started clapping. No one was around. I was just like, thank God. I think I sent you a text. I was like, I swear if Drew doesn't win this, I'm going to do something to Titan Towers. And I'm going to say, I don't want the algorithm to track me, but I was going to be so upset if Drew didn't win this. And he did. And I hope Cody stays away from the title for a little bit.
I do too. Can I be honest? I'm very, I'm an annoying person. Okay. So when you send me, like, even if you say the crowd is good, my brain starts fucking overthinking everything. And I'm like, oh my God, that means Drew won the title. And, you know, like, that's just where I go. So that's why sometimes when you text me about, like, SmackDown, I just won't respond because.
Oh, no, I get you, bro. I 100% get you. I'm just like, I just needed to tell somebody. I'm like, I swear, if they don't do the right thing here, I need this to be premeditated.
I hate how I am, though, bro, because, like, me and my brother are watching the match, and he's freaking out the whole time. And then he's like, I got it spoiled, but I just didn't want to say anything because I know how you are. And I was like, thank you for putting on a performance for me because I fucking needed that.
And it just like ruins the rest of the improv show for you. Just like,
Yeah, it's like I know who fucking wins, you know. But no, I thought it was a good match. A lot of people hated on the finish, and I think the big thing now is the direction where they're gonna go with Drew, and I think that's gonna be the hard part. You know, Drew winning the title was easy; everyone wanted to see it. Now, if you have him have a bad reign, then it's gonna be see what happens when they listen to the fans, and you just don't want that. I think we're for sure getting a triple threat at Saturday night's main event, or no, it can't be a number one contender match because they announced the Fatal 4-Way. So I think they're going to do a triple threat at Saturday night's main event. That's the most Saturday night's main event match. And if Drew loses the title at Saturday night's main event, that's terrible. I'm not going to lie. But I think my prediction for where the rest of the year is going to go is triple threat, and then Sammy versus Drew at Royal Rumble, I think, is where they're going to end up going. Give him a match in Saudi instead of us expecting him to win the Royal Rumble. And Drew will probably win that. And then I think Drew loses it at Elimination Chamber. But I think this could work if they just let it ride and take the belt off Drew when it feels stale. I just don't think they'll go in that direction.
I think prediction, Elimination Chamber is going to have the title on the line. I think that's going to be part of his. They screwed me. They put me in the chamber, put my title on the line. You screwed me. Like, they're going to do it. They're going to go. The Drew McIntyre got screwed because he had to put his title up in the chamber, you know. And I love that idea. I love it because you can also get more length out of the Drew feud, where whoever wins the title in the chamber, Drew can probably go on, maybe even win the Money in the Bank, and then, you know, Drew as a Money in the Bank heel would be like one of my favorite things ever.
I think that is perfect. I think, like, now that you say that, this feels like the perfect excuse for Drew McIntyre to win, like so that they could throw the title in the chamber. I want to look up though. Who do you think the last title was? Last time the World Championship was up in the chamber.
I think it was Cena. No,
it might have been
in the 2000s. And then didn't Cena lose first?
No, I don't think that was the last time. I feel like it might have been like 20.
I personally love that stipulation. I love the title being up in the chamber.
2022. Oh, wow.
22. That's recent.
Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship by entering late in the match. Because Bobby Lashley got hurt. Remember?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
so,
that wasn't great. That wasn't great. Brock being champion sucks.
Yeah.
Just no matter, especially if there's in the 2020s, Brock being a champion. Yeah, okay.
Let's say hypothetically Drew holds this.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think he goes for Mania? Like, what face is going to be the one to beat Drew at Mania? Because I think if he holds
Roman.
Roman, really?
I don't think that's the feud though, but I think that would be a loss that I wouldn't be upset about. That's where I'd start with. I don't know. Punk and Drew is always something that I know will be a good feud, even though it's kind of tired. But they're both separate title holders, so they're going to be away for a bit. Randy's probably going to be going after.
I think if Drew's the championship going into Mania, they go younger. Like, I think like an Ilya would
or
be
Sammy.
Where
Actually, no, Sammy.
Sammy where I'd go. Someone like that hasn't won it to put them over, just because, like, yeah, Drew versus Roman would be good, you know. But I think like with a heel champion, the purpose should be to put somebody over, not like Cody when Cody beat Roman, you know, like that, put him over. I don't think a heel champion should like lose to someone bigger than them at Mania. I just don't think that's a good use of your resources.
Like Carmelo, like give him a Carmelo, give him a Trick, give him a like even.
I was gonna say Melo, but I think we're getting Melo and Trick at. I think they're keeping Melo and Trick away from each other right now, so we could get them at WrestleMania.
Like we kind of need tag teams for the Usos.
Yeah, Trick Melo, baby.
Trick Melo back together. You know, like I think personally, I love how much they work and put fucking work in when they're tagging. I was watching some of those videos recently because I was watching when the Whoop That Trick chant started. I was trying to watch how it started and everything, and Booker T going, like I like
Oh
it.
man. uh,
And Trick cutting a Booker T promo on Randy too, pretty much. The lemon pepper steppers, like that was right up Booker T's alley right there, you know? That was great too. I know we're jumping ahead a little bit, but
let's do it. Let's jump ahead.
actually
We
jumping
get there.
back, that was the first thing on the show. But Trick Williams, man.
They're
Dude,
doing it.
he's the
Doing it.
man. He's a promo and his aura and everything was like, I need to go watch some more stuff. I like literally paused and like went and watched some stuff on TikTok and YouTube. He's so good. And also, I didn't realize how fucking huge he is because the NXT guys, it's hard to tell with them sometimes because a lot of them are smaller.
When you're
Like
standing next to
Javon,
Oba, dude, it's hard to tell.
yeah, that's true. And like Javon Evans is probably bigger than me, but he looks tiny on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that dude's, for all intents and purposes, you see him in the gym, you're gonna be like, that's a jacked motherfucker, you know? But in WWE land, he's not like the biggest guy. Yeah, I didn't realize Trick Williams standing next to freaking juiced up Randy was gonna look his size. 6'5", 250, you know? Randy's probably 6'5", closer to 300. Like,
Which
that's
is
not that far off.
insane. Which makes no sense, by the way, for him to be built like that and be like what the fuck? No,
and also the way Trick can just fly as well. That's 250 pounds flying through the air. That's terrifying. Imagine someone throwing a 250-pound like barbell at you.
It's crazy.
That's insane.
It's interesting that these two are fighting because I felt the opposite about Ray Fenix. I don't know if I've shared the story on the podcast, but when I went to Survivor Series, Ray Fenix literally like brushed shoulders with me, right? Like he was walking through the crowd of people with his luchador mask on and a full suit. And I was like, oh, this is just a fucking weird wrestling fan. And then the guy behind me was like, that's Ray Fenix. He started geeking out. I was like, was that really? And then I like looked at it and I was like thinking, and I'm like, bro, that really was. But he was fucking like, I'm 6 foot, but I'm not like 6 foot, like a big. I'm 6 foot on like a good day. You know, I'm 6 foot around the ladies. But
on Tinder, on Bumble, you're 6 foot. Yeah.
Ray Fenix is 5'7", bro. Like he looked tiny compared to me. Like that shit was so weird. And I felt good. You know, I was like, damn, I should get into this wrestling shit.
Drop some elbows, yeah.
No, but Ray Fenix is obviously a beast. I think Ray Fenix is doing his job so well right now. Every match, every week is just a very good match. He's putting a lot of people over. So I was happy to see Trick get in the ring with someone as good as him. And, you know, he's doing his job so that eventually we can get the Lucha Bros. I think we get Lucha Bros versus Usos at Mania. I think that's what they're setting it up to.
I mean, they've been priming the American audience with the AAA stuff for the entirety of the year, so that once they put something like that on at Mania, it's going to sell. And I agree with you completely. If not that, then some big lucha match. Obviously there has to be a lucha AAA / WWE style match, and I think the safest bet is really just WWE guys.
Yeah,
you know, representing AAA. It's like I think it's a very, very clear W. It just really depends on where Dominic and Ray are at too, like because that could be the lucha spot. You know, if the AAA title's up, I don't think they're going to do 2 lucha matches, unfortunately. They might just save the lucha tag match for something else. But if Dominic and Ray are going to be up for the AAA titles in WrestleMania, because I actually kind of like that. Dominic getting hurt is postponing that feud, so we actually might get it at Mania, which I think it deserves Mania. I don't know. That's the only thing. I mean, there are 2 nights, maybe lucha match for each night.
I want to disagree though, because I feel like Penta will for sure be on Mania.
Yeah, he has to be on Mania.
Where do you put him? You can't really like, and this is we'll get to it when I get to Raw, but I don't really want to see like Penta versus the Vision or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I think we're gonna build up to there.
Well, you don't want to see Penta and Logan Paul again? Come on, man.
Please make it happen. Triple H,
please, Triple H, please.
Hear us. We had the MFTs versus the Wyatts. Not too much to say about this match. All I want, the only time that this feud feels electric is when Talatonga and Eric Rowan are in the ring together. I just need to see that match. Please make it happen.
I don't know what they're doing with either teams. I don't know at all. All I know is that they need to get something grounded with the Wyatts, because maybe like bringing back the mask that they were going to use when the Fiend was going to return, something like that, an evolution of the group, something that like really hits the nostalgia bone again. But the MFTs, I mean, Solo always does great work. Tama Tonga's hilarious. Eric Rowan is the heart of the group now, not really Bo Dallas, in my opinion.
I agree. I actually really agree with that.
And I think if it's shifted to Eric Rowan being more leading the charge, I think there'd be magic there. And I think Bo Dallas needs to be established more. That's why, because we don't give a fuck about Uncle Howdy. We've seen Eric Rowan on TV since the debut of the Wyatts. You know what I mean?
He's got a title, like Bo doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Bo needs to do more. He needs
Yeah.
to be doing way more. He needs to be working. He needs to be, and also if he's going to be the leader, he needs to be protected. So I don't know. This match wasn't for me really. It just kind of felt like on a SmackDown that felt like a pay-per-view, this felt like a TV match.
Yeah.
Everything felt like a pay-per-view. That's what I was going to say too. I forgot SmackDown wasn't like a Saturday night's main event or something. It reminded me that we were watching TV. Is what that was.
I hope though that this doesn't take these type of matches away from us.
Yeah,
because these are the Tony Khan matches. Throw 8 people in the ring and just like give the fans what they want. And I really enjoyed the one with Sami Zayn, the Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Like that was a good match. So just don't. I hope this doesn't kill that vibe. But I just don't think the Wyatts shouldn't. Like, this might be weird, and I know this is wrestling, but the Wyatts shouldn't have matches. Like, I feel like they should just be like wrecking havoc in the back and like then you get a pro match, But
yeah,
Gacy, Loomis, Rowan, as much as those guys are good workers, it's just like I'm not really like, oh, we gotta see them. It's more so I want to see the entrance, and that's kind of it.
If you're gonna have a really gimmicky type of thing too, there needs to be at least some sort of story there, or it feels like you're watching kids play with wrestlers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's still good. Like, they did nothing wrong. Their match quality, incredible. Every single one of those guys in there can work like it's nobody's business. It's obviously not a them problem. And honestly, every single problem I have with WWE right now is not a talent problem, except Logan Paul. The most talented guy, like almost on the roster comparatively. But I just gotta say fuck Logan Paul. But no, he's great too. Like literally, it's not a talent problem. It's a booking problem. And I don't know. I just feel bad that the Wyatts are always just in this weird ether of booking. They need to have something real. They need to have something tangible. And you put the titles on them, and it doesn't even feel like they're champions. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree 1,000%. I agree 10 times over because, yeah, I've never liked the spooky wookie wrestling, but I also think there is a place for it. Like people do enjoy it. I just don't think titles should be involved with that. It's its own thing. It's a gimmick, like let the gimmick shine. I don't think they should be champs right now. But I also think like from where the SmackDown division was like 5 months ago, SummerSlam, to right now, it feels so much more dead, especially with the stuff.
Yeah.
I texted you about this week where Ciampa's probably going to end up leaving WWE.
Yeah.
Fraxium, I feel like, is never on TV anymore unless they're like going for the Open Challenge. Like the U.S. Open Challenge, as great as it is, kind of killed the SmackDown tag division.
That's the thing, man, is that like I wish WWE would get these, like, honestly, like get some of these NXT guys up here quicker and put them in tag teams, like just so we can have some good tag team division.
But there is none. The NXT,
or at least for SmackDown.
The NXT tag division is a fucking ghost town, bro. It's so bad. It's like the Dark State, which is like they're like Shield, and then Hank and Tank, which they're like comedy guys. But
they have a Shield equivalent in NXT right now.
Yeah, there is. I like them. I'm not gonna lie, but they're not like. I was thinking about that today, bro. Like the 3 biggest wrestlers in the world were in a team at one point. Like before everything. That's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, they literally look like they're doing the Shield thing.
Yeah,
Shield mixed with Nexus.
They're sick. Yeah, more like Nexus. More like Nexus, actually.
Yeah, with like the face mask. I can picture Ryback. He's going to be in our comments now.
Oh shoot, the Ryback algorithm just hit.
Feed me hungry.
One thing I really loved about SmackDown is I love that they're giving Jordynne Grace the respect she deserves. I think that she should beat Jade. Like I'm cool. We could get Jordynne Grace for Stratton. We could get Jordynne Grace for Charlotte because it feels like Bianca, like, is it coming back ever? Fucking finger injury took her out.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I honestly, like, if it's just there's obviously something else going on. Wish her the best. She's one of the best in the world, if not the best woman wrestler right now, in my opinion. And whatever's actually going on, I don't think it's a broken finger, unless they chop the fucking thing off.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think it's a broken finger. Like, there's obviously something else going on, and that's okay. This is wrestling ain't that important. As long as she's backed by Mania, I think her character will be protected. You know what I mean?
great.
Like, if she's backed by Mania and can cash in on this, or literally cash in on it, you know what I mean? Like, I personally, I think we're gonna see her at the Rumble. I think the
I think
women's
so
Rumble
too.
is gonna be very shallow when it comes to like star power. There's gonna be old people in there like Trish Stratus, Mickey James. You know what I'm talking about? Which that could be another video we do if we want to really try to like get our gears going. Like, how are you gonna get 30 people in here that we care about? You know what I mean? But I think Bianca is going to be one of the biggest names. I reckon that she might even be like the
30.
opposite of a surprise early. Maybe she'll be an early.
Really, I
Bianca
think at 30.
Belair. I think 30 is cool, and I like the trope. But imagine number one comes out, and it's a mystery number two, and it's Bianca Belair, and she goes the distance and gets gets the mania. Like, I think a Sami Zayn like underdog story for Bianca could work, like that type of character. I
If
don't
she
know.
came out if she came out number 2, who would be number 1? Like, who would be the matchup to start the
Fuck
match?
it. Fuck it. Put put Jade right in there. Or Naomi. Naomi and Bianca. Both of them returning
Well,
number one and number two.
Naomi's still pregnant, so
Who cares? 5-star frog splash, baby. Nope.
Naomi's daughter.
The bloodline returns in the Royal Rumble, yeah.
I gotta be careful with my fingers.
I
Or my
think
camera's listening.
if they're gonna do something gimmicky like that, I think having Naomi return for number one. Kidding. I think Becky Lynch, someone like that, someone
Yeah.
super loudmouth that can do a promo at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Sports Illustrated says I'm the best, and I'm going to prove I'm the best by being number one. And then Bianca's music hits. Like,
Or
I think something like that could work.
Or opposite AJ Lee, and you just have like a very good
Or opposite,
10-minute
yeah.
respect kind of beginning. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, I agree with you 100%.
I do think Becky being number one would be great. I don't think that's going to be it, but I think Becky being number one and then her being able to work with every single one of the people coming in. Becky's the gatekeeper of WWE right now for the women. Like, whether she's not the world champ, but that's where she's at in the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where they regard her. I think seeing Becky fight all of these people coming into the Rumble would be so good. So I think kind of selfishly, I want her number one.
Can we talk about Raw? Are we good with SmackDown?
I'm good with SmackDown. Carmella versus Shin was a banger.
Very good. Like, such a simple concept. You don't know how he's going to win, but he does. But I'm a sucker for matches like that.
Shin loses, big surprise. But like, yeah, that was a great match. It was a great match.
Let's head over to Raw. And I think that's a great entry point with Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree. I just, again, we talked about this last week. A video comes out the day that we're recording this, actually talking about it again. I just don't want to see Becky AJ. I'm just on it. You know, it's not really for me. I think it would have been better if Maxine ended up winning, but Becky gets the title from Vaquer because they're obviously writing off Stephanie Vaquer. That's what I would have preferred to see.
Yeah, I thought the match was also kind of the finish. The match was good. The finish was weird because like it seemed like I don't know. I don't want to tell wrestlers how to wrestle, but whatever. But it just wasn't really for me. Something didn't quite work there for me. Maybe I just didn't quite the camera angles, the way it was presented didn't really quite click with me. Don't know.
I saw a lot of people saying similar stuff. I personally enjoyed this match more than the Liv Morgan Lyra match. I think maybe because there was stake and I didn't know who was going to win. I think that's just fair. That's enough for me.
I also didn't know who was going to win. When I saw that, I thought she was going to kick out because Maxine didn't even really struggle when the roll up was there, which makes me think maybe the lock was not steady. So she had to stay still to make sure the pin was clean still. But she was looking at the ref like this, holding the thing, and then just didn't even move at all. Yeah. There was no like, I'm getting pinned. I can't get up because the leg, you know what I mean? Like, and it just kind of made her look a little dumb after the whole thing was to like make her smarter in the Heart Dungeon, you know? I don't know. I think Maxine is a star. I think this is going to be not that big of a deal in the big picture.
I agree.
I think she'll have a good showing in the Rumble too. I don't think she's going to win, but I think she'll have a good showing in the Rumble.
From this alone, I think she needs a Mania match. Like I think that's where I'm at with her. I think if she doesn't have a Mania match, this was for nothing, you know?
Put her on first against like someone that we haven't seen her wrestle yet, you know?
Who would be cool like that? Like
I mean, honestly, if Natalya wanted to come back.
That is fire. I think having a
and like
I'm
have a
on the
match.
come up. I want to be the best wrestler. Let me wrestle the best wrestlers. Natalia would be good for a Mania feud, or I think Lyra would be good for a Mania feud because I don't know where she
Get
really.
Lyra the hell away from Bailey right now, dude.
Yeah.
Lyra's so good, and
I don't
she's doing
think we
so
can.
good in this gimmick stuff. But damn, like we saw Lyra and Liv go, and they can go.
Yeah,
Like Lyra can go, man. You know, and like put her in a singles. I love seeing Lyra in the singles division.
I do too.
It's great.
Even the main. Let's get her in the main event. I don't think she needs to be a mid carder, and I also think I don't know how you feel, but I think she's good on the mic too. I like
She
her on the
is.
mic.
She is.
She's
She
fun.
just has kind of a I'm a hugger type of gimmick where she's so positive that there's no edge to it. But
But it's on the
I
best.
I don't think that she's marketed towards us. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like there's our age demographic divas. Holy shit, WWE
Your
superstars.
fault.
That's crazy. I'm dead now.
Real quick, I just want to say we've heard a lot about the controversy lately, and we had to let RTP John go from the podcast. His comments on last week's episode were absolutely disrespectful. And to call a woman a diva in 2026, not even 2025, is a shame. So
I would
that's
like
where
to
we're at.
formally apologize on behalf of me and my mother who raised me, who is a woman. But no, for real though.
Logan Paul apology.
Yes, exactly. I literally just had AI write it for me.
You have to do this. Start.
Hey guys. Haven't done this in a while.
Then you have to like do a jump cut, and it's like you like this.
Oh man, and it's like I would like to talk about the situation. It's like the cuts like all the way, like
wow, this really affected him.
us actually making an apology video at some point. Someone's gonna clip this shit so bad. Like we're really setting ourselves up here. Like this is horrible. If we do stupid.
Men don't apologize. That's the bar.
It's your fault, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually your fault.
If they didn't change it, if it wasn't for Charlotte Flair, then I wouldn't be canceled right now.
Yeah, if she wouldn't get so upset at me, no. For real though,
Real quick.
Wait, no. I'm trying to back out of this.
I got another one. What about this one?
One more.
It's just a word. They could say it.
Oh no. Are you speedrunning doing the apology by the end of the video?
It's what it is. They're divas.
I mean, Gunther's been saying that word every single freaking like 5, 6, 7 times in a row. We can say it too, right?
We can say it too.
That's
They
their
say
guy.
it on TV all the time.
Except the fact he's a character and we're playing us. My actual name's there.
Yeah, you're right.
What's Gunther's real name? I actually never even thought about that. Wait, this is a good.
No way, it's Gunther. It's probably Walter, right?
Probably Walter.
Hey, real quick. Oh wait, you're looking up his real name.
I'm looking it up. Yeah. Oh, it's Walter Hahn.
That's a dumb last name. I'm glad he goes by a stage name. Let me say this really quick. Next week we got Gunther versus AJ Styles to kick off kick off Germany, I guess, and that's going to be a banger. There's going to be a lot of chops in that match, and although you can't bet on it, if you could, I would take the over. So shout out to the sponsor of the show, Boom Fantasy. Code RTP gets you a risk-free bet up to $100. We have playoff football start yesterday, and it was a very good day for football. I ended up breaking even. I bet on the Bears. The Bears. But I lost on the other game. So amazing stuff in football. Amazing stuff on Boom Fantasy. Risk-free bet. Boom Bingo. 2-leg parlay. Cash out 100 times your money. Number one way to support our show as well. Shout out Boom Fantasy.
Thank you.
All right. Now we're good. Now we got the diva stuff out of us. We got the sponsor away. I think something that's like we knew was going to happen, so we could just like hover this really quick. Rhea and Io take the titles. A lot of people online are saying that this is going to end up leading to a title feud. Where are you at with this?
Honestly, man, I don't care who's champion. I don't really care who's at the top. I just like that. I think that Rhea and Asuka always have a really, really good matches. I think Io being involved in all this is great too. I'm just excited for good wrestling. I've actually like I saw someone on TikTok talk about this, and they say that like if you watch professional wrestling on the women's side from an AEW perspective of just watch the grappling and the wrestling, it actually becomes more impressive because it's like it's kind of breaking the WWE mold of like their competitors. Like Asuka and Rhea are competitively trying to beat each other. It doesn't feel like the stories are because it doesn't seem like there's a ton of personal involvement. Like there is, they try, but like it doesn't feel like one of those blood feuds that you saw between like Charlotte and Rhea or whatever, like so I just kind of like it from the competitor's perspective of every time they go in there, they work, and then Asuka hooking Rhea and the German, her going, oh shit, and then like getting thrown. Like, I don't know. I think there's magic there, and I'm starting to enjoy it more when I stop watching it from like, what's the actual narrative here? Because I don't really like. I'm not saying
There's
I don't
no
really
narrative. It's
care.
like
I
we
just
want
like
the
I'm not
field.
invested in that sense,
Yeah.
But it's great wrestling. That's the thing, is that like when I'm watching it from that perspective, which is how I watch AEW from, let's watch the story within the wrestling, not necessarily the promos and the vignettes and then the backstage stuff, because that acting is almost always not my thing. It's very like you're watching an HR video type of vibe,
It's a good one.
like that's what it is. It's like, this is my friend Derek. Derek, what do you think about Derek? And it's like it
Eric
very much
hurt
so.
me.
Yeah, it very much so feels like HR videos when I'm watching the backstage stuff, but in the ring is where they feel natural and you see the chemistry between Asuka and Rhea. I'm enjoying it a lot more now that I've like shifted my perspective of like what to look for. I think it needs to be a title feud. I think Rhea and Asuka circling each other all the time is always money. And this new angle where Asuka got yelled at by oh my god,
Kyrie.
Kyrie. Yeah. Asuka! Like the yelling, like I love it. I love how they're just yelling at each other all the time now. And I actually kind of like the gimmick. It's just goofy. Asuka's
Yeah, it
making
is.
it work, even though it's like a stupid gimmick and it doesn't really like make much sense. She's making it work. I like it.
I think people are more so saying though that Rhea and Io are going to end up feuding at Mania.
Oh, you mean Rhea and Io? I thought you were referring to Rhea pinning Asuka.
I would prefer Rhea and Asuka. I would prefer that.
In that sense, then yeah, no, I don't need to see Rhea and Io again. Just let Io be the one who beats Rhea all the time. Who cares?
2025 feud, leave it there,
Yeah, or maybe revisit it towards the end of 2026.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they could feud forever. They can do this over years.
They're great wrestlers. I mean,
I just don't need to see. You know what I don't like about them too? I feel like they're kind of freaky. They're a little too freaky for me. Like they be rubbing each other on the entrance and stuff like that. Like I don't need to see that. Come on. If I'm watching with my little brother, you don't need to see them get a freaky.
Complaining about hot women. I see you.
My bad.
I see you.
No, I just don't like it. I just think like, if a man were to do that.
That's if a man were to do it. If Trick Williams was baby oiling himself down the ramp, that's true. Yeah. Speaking of that, I just need to say that. Go back to SmackDown. That dude knows his gimmick. He was on a freaking interview and he had baby oil all on him. I'm like, this guy is hilarious. Like, I know he knows it's funny, but if you notice, his entire back is dry because he's not asking someone to help him out on his back. So if you watch that promo, his whole front is shiny, and you look at his back and it's dry. And that's another side point. But I don't know. I don't need to see Rhea and Io feud anytime soon. I
don't either.
I would like to see it though.
Let's go back to AJ Styles and Gunther really quick next week. I'm so excited for this Shawn Michaels Undertaker type of feud where it's like AJ Styles isn't good enough to be Gunther, so he puts his career on the line. Like it's so obvious where they're going, and I'm so happy with it because sometimes wrestling can be simple and I can enjoy it.
I think they're gonna go for I think they're gonna do a little bit of a swerve with Gunther and AJ, where I think this first match, Gunther is going to like actually like fucking 12 minutes.
That's fine. Yeah.
Beat AJ. And then the second match, I think we're going to see Gunther have to cheat to win.
Okay.
And I think he's still going to win and he's going to have to resort to something. So I actually think Gunther versus AJ for the career. I want to see a 3-match trilogy from them.
I do too.
I want to see 3. I don't want to see 2. I don't want the Shawn Michaels Undertaker 1 match and then 1 match and he wins both. I want to see Gunther lose 1.
I felt like this was too early build up a couple weeks ago, but now I think I see the direction, and I do agree with you. I do think we could get this kind of like from January to April feud between them, and it works. Not the fucking January to April feud between Jey Uso and Gunther. That was just, I'm going to beat the Alpha Academy. No, I'm going to beat the Alpha Academy. No, I'm going to put you in a choker. Like, I'm going to slap your brother. Like, I just don't care about that. But seeing AJ and Gunther do this, 2 guys that I feel like this style kind of works more for, I'm excited. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward.
and I want it to be a trilogy. I did think it was taking place too quickly, and I still think they could have introduced the feud a little better. I think if AJ, imagine if when Gunther did his first, I made John Cena tap out like a bitch, and then he walks back, and then we see him get in his car, and AJ walks up. If AJ just slapped him right there, that would have been genuinely like way better than just going like, you man, you say something mean about my friend. Like it seems so stupid. Everyone's like, why are you doing that, Gunther? Like he slapped a child. Like John Cena's the one who tapped out.
Yeah,
This
blame Cena.
is wrestling. You like
Blame
what?
Cena.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I don't get like the angle is very childish to me. It's like it's very like it's marketed towards kids, I feel. And I'm like, just have AJ be the one guy who's like, I'm not even gonna tell you how much of a piece of shit I think you are. I'm just gonna slap the shit out of you. You know, and then it being straight graps. Like I can't wait. This feud is
Yeah,
gonna be, I think, the feud of the year, you know?
I agree. I didn't like the whole Adam Pierce in the back. Like, sure, you beat him, but you don't need to be mean about it. Like, you don't
Stop
need to
being
rub it
such a
in.
weenie. Like, what is
Come
this? You
on.
know?
Come on, man. It's Gunther. Let a wrestler wrestle. This is your biggest talent. I'm like, it's funny because it's wrestling, but imagine this was the real world and like you're just like shitting on your best employee for beating like the best guy ever, and you're like,
We don't have to imagine this being the real world. We've seen people in the UFC and boxing do this for like almost 100 years. Hardly anybody ever gives pushback. It's like talk your shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's like talk your shit.
nothing.
You know? And then in actual kayfabe, Adam Pearce should be over the moon because they're putting butts in the seats.
Yeah,
People want to see Gunther die. Like, like you know what I mean? The guy literally had to be escorted out of the arena after he beat Cena. Like, I love that heat. So I get they're trying to build it up, but there's better ways to build it up. Physical ways you can tell it without saying a corny ass word. You know what I mean? Like they should have started doing. I forget what there was the gimmick in AEW where everyone just hated him. Was it Jack Perry? And they just started like putting like they just started doing that.
yeah.
When he goes in, they don't even play his music anymore.
It was bad though, bro.
You
The
know what I
stage
mean?
stuff was bad. That was just
But
terrible.
that's what I mean, though, is that with Gunther, if they want to start doing that instead of being like, "Oh, stop being mean," how about you stop giving him production?
Yeah, just like fuck him.
How about you cut his mic off? Like, if you want to do that, like the production guys are getting mad,
Yeah,
and it's like a behind the scenes story. Like that's a funny angle where like he doesn't even get his Titantron anymore. It just
dude,
says,
I just feel like Adam Pierce has been the worst general manager ever. Like he's not a
even
bad
his- it's
general
not even his
manager
fault.
as far as like from a fan watching, but when he fucks up so much.
He just gives people title shots that don't deserve it. Like it's
so
crazy.
bad.
Like sure,
He says break the walls down, and Chris Jericho's not on the show. Come on, Pierce.
honestly, Pierce needs to start doing the Teddy Long bit where he's like, "You go on one with the Undertaker," like you know, like, but like whoever, like they need to find themselves an Undertaker like character where he just like wants to beat people up. We bring back Ryback just for that. Just for that. As honestly, wait a second. Postman Pierce kind of looks like if Ryback never did gear. Let's just address that real quick. Like if
everyone knows that like Gunther versus AJ Styles is gonna be cool, but we all wanted Ryback to retire AJ Styles. You know?
obviously, and he would have done it. He would have done it. Shoot, though.
Tour.
He would have like broken his back or something for real, and like actually retired AJ Styles.
Feed me. Like, come on, bro. Oh, I think the Valkyrie stuff is interesting. I have no clue where they're going with that. I don't know who's taking it. I think the easy route is Raquel wins the title and Liv Morgan wins the Rumble, and we get that feud at Mania. But I don't know. It just feels too obvious, too easy right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't mind the Stephanie Valkyrie stuff. I sucks that she's hurt. I don't know if she's actually hurt. But or if it's actually her leg that's hurt. Like sometimes they'll do that. You hurt your leg, but there's something more serious, personal going on. Hope she's all right. Makes me think that it's either this is the laziest setup to a Royal Rumble pop that WWE's ever done in their life, or like this is gonna be like when CM Punk left with the title and came back 2 weeks later, and it's like, oh, you know. But this means that I think she probably, if she's actually hurt, she's probably back in the chamber. Back by the chamber. I think putting her back in at the Rumble, if she can be, is a mistake, especially if they made a big deal about it and her getting jumped.
They'd be like, what's the point?
Like, why'd you do that? You know? And then also, like, she just let herself get beat up to pretend to be hurt, to actually get hurt. It doesn't make much sense. However, I never claim that WWE makes a ton of sense all the time. So
You
I don't
have
know.
her walk out on crutches at number 30 in the Rumble, and then she throws the crutches. No, I think a cool angle they could go with this is you put the title on the line at the Rumble. I would love to see that. You know?
They won't, but they could do it. They could, and that would be fun. I think honestly, maybe a chamber, elimination chamber where both titles are on the line.
Streets need it. Streets want it, you know?
I want that so fucking bad. Like, that would be awesome. And then just old school, not having like 2 number 1 contenders for Mania, where Rumble gets that
Yeah.
title and then Elimination Chamber gets the other one. That leaves the title open for feuds that to just make sense.
Yeah.
Instead of having to start something fresh, you know, and like it's kind of convoluted and contrived when Cody is feuding with Roman. So Cody goes in and wins the chamber so he can fight Roman.
You know what it's gonna be.
It's like you already know, but if it's for the title, Roman and Cody will both be in the chamber.
They did that. They
You
did
know?
a way better job last year with that before the Rumble. And remember Cody talking to Punk and Cody talking to who else did he talk to? There were so many
It was
good
kind of
promos.
like all these faces kind of turned heel for a bit
Yeah.
on each other. Like everybody was just shit talking. It
which
was
is
great.
fun. Love of the game. The last thing, obviously the big thing to talk about for Monday night, Braun Breaker versus CM Punk. I can't believe we're 40 minutes in and we're just getting to this, but this was.
It's okay, man. We're firing on all cylinders today.
We are. I mean, we're giving a lot of energy to everything. I thought this was a great match. I thought it was a very fun match as well. But what do you think?
Botch fest, but they covered up all of it well.
Yes.
That's the thing. I don't mind a botch if you actually cover it up well. Like Sheamus when he fell off a little bit ago when he fell off the top rope and then he went right back up and then did it. It's like, don't revisit the spot right away, and then or at least make it make sense. Like Braun sold it like Punk. And then the way Punk fell to the ropes and hooked himself, it looked like he was going to fall, like he accidentally fell. But the way that he fell was a really smart way to do it, where he threaded one leg in this way, and then he had his other leg on the rope on the other side.
Yeah, it was
to
cool.
make it so he could not have to use his upper body to look like it's more of a scramble, when he didn't even need his upper body to land properly and not fall off. So Punk sold that really well, and Braun sold it like it was a real move. Then they actually turned the tides, where Braun was supposed to be getting heat at that point. So then we got a little bit of the shine where the babyface is coming back a little bit, and we're getting that build back, and then Braun took over again, which was totally perfectly fine. Like the way that they did that was great. Punk bouncing his face off the floor on the outside off of the suicide dive was crazy too. But I thought it was a good match. I thought it was the right move after seeing Braun in the ring, just still I think putting it together in these big moments. He is one of the craziest freak athletes on the roster. Don't get me wrong, but I think he needs a little more time. I think maybe him winning it in the chamber or winning a title in the chamber, if Punk's title's up or if the WWE Drew's title's up. I prefer it to be Drew's, but you never know. Like you never know what WWE is going to do or what Punk's going to do. But I do think we need to revisit that Punk match, and I do think Braun should beat Punk at some point, just not now.
I agree. I think my bad. My mic just down. I said I agree. I actually don't agree. I'm kind of,
I said I agree. Never fucking mind.
I was thinking my brain turned off. I feel like I am over Punk feuding with the Vision, bro. Punk has been feuding with Seth Rollins since fucking 2022. You know, like I'm so done with this. I want to see Punk get into it with some different younger talent, bro. I just don't, and I know they're not going to do it. I know this is going to be Braun versus Punk at Mania, most likely. But there's just so many other guys that I think that's what's killing the shows sometimes for me. Like everything else on this card was so fun because it was fresh or it was like built up properly. But it's like you can't, it's stale. If you play My GM on the WWE 2K games, after you have a match between guys 4 times, it says this feud is stale. You know, like how do you have 20 plus matches between Punk? You know, like we need a Punk LA Knight proper feud, right?
Which I think that's coming up.
Wouldn't that be so much more refreshing? But when? Because Braun Breaker and Punk are going to feud till Mania, and Braun's going to probably win the title. Like we just don't get that because these storylines are fucking written 10 years ago. You know, it's just I get it. I'm cool with that. I would much rather see Braun beat like a Gunther Gunther versus Punk feud or something.
Yeah.
Like, just give me something fresh. That's literally all I want. Get Oba versus Punk, LA Knight versus Punk.
I think Oba needs to stay far away from Punk because Phil is due for an injury. I agree with you actually when you say it that way. Like, yeah, he has been feuding the same storyline forever.
We took a Drew McIntyre break in the middle. That was it.
Yes, and he did, and also, but it was still kind of tied into the vision because Drew also was like, "I'm screwed," you know. So I don't know. I don't even know who is. I mean, Punk versus AJ Styles needs to happen at some point before AJ punches his clock.
Bro.
You know, maybe no title on the line. Actually, that would be great if we're gonna have Braun. I don't think LA Knight should beat Punk for the title, which is why I think they're not doing that right now. So I think once Braun takes the title off Punk, I think maybe in between AJ's second technical loss when it was disqualification loss or whatever. I think Punk versus AJ having a little one-off match feud, and then AJ maybe even beating Punk.
I agree. I mean,
being like, I beat the best in the world, now I'm going to beat you, and then going on for 3, and I'm putting my career on the line. Next April,
title and career on the line. Like,
that's the thing, though, is that like we need to get to AJ's retirement match by Mania. I don't think he's retiring at Mania.
I don't either.
I think it might be SummerSlam.
Have we gotten Punk versus Roman since we got the triple threat?
We got the triple threat, but we haven't got Punk Roman.
Punk is something I would like. Sammy Punk is something I would like.
Punk Gunther rematch too.
Dominic Mysterio Punk is a fucking layup. Like, why have we not done that yet? I
thought we did. Or was it dark matches?
No, maybe we did, but it's not like a real feud.
Yeah, they haven't had a full on like serious feud. Yeah.
Sorry, my grandma's calling me. But I know.
You gotta answer when your grandma calls.
Actually,
no. Punk's first match in WWE was with Dom.
Really?
My first ever match.
But this is back in 2006 when Dom was 4. I would love for them to revisit that as a feud. Dom is so different now from then. There's just a lot, bro. I think, I'm done with this. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm fucking done with this. Let's pivot now from the main roster. Let's go down to NXT. There was one thing I feel like that was major from what's it called? New Year's Evil. Obafemi puts the title down. I texted you. I was lit about this.
I watched it. It was a great match.
Great match. Leon Slater is one of one, man. He is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Smart to have him be the one to take the loss too, not an actual NXT guy, even though he's vacating, you know.
I think the more I think about this, I think Leon just should have won. Like, I don't know where NXT is going to go from here. They'll probably have a tournament. Ricky will probably win it back because Javon's on the main roster now too. Just have Leon Slater win the main title on NXT and just do the Trick Williams promo the other way around, you know. Let TNA get one on them. I think that would have been fun. I know they want
never happened, dude. They didn't even let WCW get one over when Kurt Angle was retiring. I mean, not WCW, TNA there, yeah. And like when Kurt Angle was retiring, like you get Baron Corbin. They'll never. They're so petty. As long as Triple K is in charge, they're so petty.
Sting's the example.
Sting as well, yeah, exactly that. Like they never respect the other promotions that they work with. Which
sucks because Leon Slater is like a very good talent. He would represent that title well. He represents TNA well. He's probably going to end up in WWE when his contract's up.
100%.
Like, give him the title and have him rock for a bit. You could have fun feuds, and having a guy from a different promotion with the title allows you to be able to do face versus face feuds and put people over. And you could still do the typical heel versus face feuds too.
Yeah, and honestly, Leon Slater winning would have been cool. I also do like protecting Oba's aura, but going into Royal Rumble, he just standing there. And also, why didn't they show him putting the title down? Why did we cut back to it gone? Like, that was a really dumb little promo that you cut to, or little segment, and then you cut back to the ring and it's gone. Like, show us him like kneeling and having that moment of like, I'm out of here.
That's another thing they fucked up on Raw. Javon Evans signed.
Yeah, that too. I didn't even know that happened.
Me neither, because they fucking did it during commercial. How are you going to tell us this guy's the future and have him like that's like Nikola Jokic, the best player in the NBA. He got fucking drafted during a Taco Bell commercial. Like, that's literally the same fucking thing, except this guy's like the #1 pick.
I mean, it's probably was a better commercial than the slop that WWE on Netflix feeds us. The same 7 commercials over and over.
You know how they just hit their poses?
And then like there was the I saw on Instagram that he got signed. It was and him going like I was like what, and I like literally sat through several commercial breaks just to see where I missed it in Raw.
I didn't even get it. It didn't pop up on mine.
It didn't pop up at all.
I
was like, oh,
I gotta switch my redacted from Canada. I think Canada has commercials now.
Yuck.
AEW had a little bit. I didn't love AEW this week. I know you said you loved it though.
I like the wrestling. It was just a turn from what WWE was providing. Like it was just like good wrestling, but the stories didn't really do much for me.
I love Shelton versus Moxley. I think that was one of the better matches this week. A very good match. Andrade coming out, thought that was cool. Very interesting.
I did not care at all. I'm like, dude, see you in WWE in a year and a half, bro. Like,
he's bad. I think MJF versus Bandito is going to be probably the best match of the month. I would say right now. I think that goes to the Drew Cody match, but I think MJF Bandito will probably pass that up. And then a couple returns / debuts on the show. Jim Ross obviously was a return.
Yeah, he had to go and prove that he's not racist. So he's like, "Put me on TV, damn it!" Like,
and you probably didn't catch this, but I've been tapped into TNA.
Okay.
Jake something debuts on AEW as Jack Doyle, which is a much better name than Jake something. But
Jake something was his actual name?
Yeah, on TNA that's his name.
I thought you were just forgetting his name.
No, TNA has Jake something and a Mike Awesome, I think. So
TNA.
And then so I think Jake something's a guy that's a beast. I think literally the only thing missing on him was his name. Now that he has Jack Doyle, which isn't some kind of like popping name, it's still a little entertaining. Or maybe it's Jake Doyle, something like that. And then we had the main event, which I say it every week, but I hate seeing Hangman and Swerve team together. It genuinely pisses me off. It genuinely drives me crazy. But both of those guys are so gruesome, and to have a lights out match, which was literally lights out for the first half of the match, was really fun.
Yeah.
What did you think about this match?
I thought it was weird, gimmicky match, but wrestling was good. Seeing Swerve and Hangman just feels wrong together teaming, but also Samoa Joe didn't show up at all in an unsanctioned match.
No Joe.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of it for this week. Did I miss anything? Anything else you wanted to hit?
I don't think so, man. I think we hit everything.
Look, another week for This Week in Wrestling. Again, thank you guys so much for over 1,000 subscribers, man. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. Hopefully next week we're at 2,000. Hopefully next week we're at 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. If you guys want to support us, obviously hit that subscribe button and shout out the sponsor of the show once again. Boom Fantasy code RTP gets you a risk-free bet. I'm RTP Ant. John, you got anything else to say, brother?
I got nothing, man. But we got some good stuff coming up. We even got UFC coming back soon here too. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Who you got? Both main events. Both main events. Patty Gaethje.
Patty's just got a way of winning.
Yeah, he just figures it out.
I don't want Patty to win. I think Patty he's like a fake cool guy, fake nice guy. I want Gaethje to win. I think Gaethje being undisputed champ again, just to get knocked the fuck out by Ilya Topuria next time would be so funny in the White House card.
Yeah.
Ilya versus Gaethje on the White House card would be sick.
You don't think Ilya Patty would be sick? They fucking hate each other.
I don't want to see it. It's like,
really?
Yeah, they hate each other. I don't give a shit about the fight. I think Ilya easily kills this guy. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? I think seeing Gaethje, like the new school versus the new guard versus the old guard on the White House grounds would be cool. I don't need to see some British guy. I don't want to see
it because Patty's a fucking shit talker, and all the shit Ilya's going through right now, Patty would just hit him with the "You beat your wife, you beat your wife." I'm cool with it. And then
and then what Ilya says about him too, Lopez and Volk though.
I hope Diego Lopez wins, bro. He's one of my favorite fucking fighters.
He ain't gonna. I don't think so. I think Volk is just too slick with it.
Dude, Volk looked so amazing in that last fight. Like, I thought he was done. I'm not gonna lie. Like, he had like 2 or 3 fights where I think he lost 2 back to back.
He got knocked out twice back to back.
And then I think the third fight he didn't really look great. Or was Lopez right after getting knocked out?
I don't remember, but Lopez, he looked great. He was in a slump, and then he just came back looking sharp.
That Gene Silva fight last year was amazing too. But
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Diego, once that chin's gone, he's gonna fall off. He needs to get a little better at that. Not getting hit in the face hard.
Just realized, bro, we hit a whole outro. Just hit 2 more minutes.
UFC.
Hey, if you guys want to hear more about, hey, if you made it this far and you're a UFC fan, you're welcome, first of all. But also comment down below if you want to see more UFC content.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
We could definitely touch that up.
It's
Again,
good content for us.
RTP Ant, RTP John, we out. Good.